In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel like there's never enough time. Did you know that the average professional spends about 31 hours a month in unproductive meetings? That's nearly a full work week wasted each month. And it doesn't stop there. According to a study by RescueTime, the average person checks their phone 58 times a day, with 30% of those sessions happening during work hours. That's a lot of distractions pulling you away from what really matters. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. You don't need more hours in the day, you need better strategies to manage the hours you already have. This video isn't about common tips you've heard 1,000 times before. It's about real, actionable techniques that can transform how you work, starting today. We're diving into 12 powerful productivity strategies designed for overwhelmed professionals. These aren't your typical time management hacks. We're talking about micro tasks that can revolutionize how you tackle big projects, the secret power of saying no, and how understanding your natural energy rhythms can supercharge your day. By the end of this video, you'll not only know these techniques but also how to apply them to your daily routine. Ready to take control of your workday and finally get things done? Let's jump in. Chapter 1, Time Slicing, the Micro Task Revolution. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by a giant task looming over your head, you're not alone. Many professionals struggle to get started when a project feels too big. That's where the idea of time slicing comes in. Instead of tackling the whole thing at once, break it down into micro tasks. Think of it like slicing a pizza. Each slice is easier to manage than the whole pie. Research shows that when we break tasks into smaller pieces, our brains are more motivated to get them done. According to the Journal of Applied Psychology, breaking work into chunks can increase productivity by 25%. It's simple, the smaller the task, the easier it feels. When you finish one slice, you're more likely to keep going. This strategy is all about building momentum. Take the classic example of writing a report. Instead of saying, "I need to finish this entire report," you could say, "I'll just write the introduction first." Once that's done, the rest doesn't seem so daunting. In the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, he mentions that small habits, when repeated over time, lead to big results. The same applies here. A micro task completed is a step closer to your end goal. So, next time you're staring at a massive to-do list, don't panic. Slice it up, and tackle one piece at a time. You'll be amazed at how much easier it becomes to get things done. Chapter 2, The Power of No. Strategic decision-making. Saying no can be one of the hardest things to do in the workplace, but it's also one of the most powerful. Many of us are conditioned to say yes to everything, fearing that saying no might close doors or make us seem unhelpful. But here's the thing, every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that truly matters. Steve Jobs once said, "It's only by saying no that you can concentrate on the things that are really important." This isn't just a quote, it's a strategy. In fact, a Harvard Business Review study found that top performers were more likely to say no to non-essential tasks, which allowed them to focus on their key objectives. Imagine your day as a pie chart. Every new task takes a slice of your time. If you keep saying yes, your pie will quickly be full, leaving no room for important work. By strategically saying no, you're reserving your time and energy for tasks that truly move the needle in your career. So, practice the art of saying no when necessary. You don't have to be rude. Simply explain that you're focused on your current priorities. You'll find that not only does your productivity improve, but the quality of your work will too. Chapter 3, Task Triaging, the Urgent versus Important Matrix. Ever feel like you're constantly putting out fires at work? That's a sign you might be stuck in what's known as the urgency trap. It's easy to get caught up in urgent tasks, but these are often not the most important. This is where the Eisenhower matrix comes in handy. Named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who famously said, "What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important." The matrix is a simple tool that helps you categorize tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. According to a McKinsey report, professionals who use task triaging are 15% more effective in their roles because they focus on what truly matters. Here's how it works. If a task is both urgent and important, it gets top priority. If it's important but not urgent, schedule it. Urgent but not important? Delegate it. And if it's neither, consider dropping it altogether. This strategy is all about working smarter, not harder. When you prioritize effectively, you spend your time where it has the most impact. So, next time you feel overwhelmed, take a step back and triage your tasks. You'll quickly see which ones deserve your attention and which ones can wait. It's a small shift in how you approach your work, but it can make a huge difference in your productivity. Chapter 4, Energy Rhythms, Syncing with your natural productivity peaks. Not all hours of the day are created equal. We all have natural energy rhythms that affect our productivity. Some people are morning larks, bursting with energy first thing in the day. Others are night owls, hitting their stride when the sun goes down. Knowing your energy rhythm is key to maximizing your productivity. A study by the Journal of Circadian Rhythms found that people who align their work with their natural energy peaks are 20% more productive. So, instead of fighting against your body's natural rhythm, work with it. If you're a morning person, tackle your most demanding tasks early in the day. If you're more of a night owl, save the tough stuff for later. This strategy isn't just about when you work, but also how you structure your day. For instance, if you know your energy dips in the afternoon, plan to do less critical tasks then. Or, take a break to recharge. The key is to plan your day around your energy levels, not the other way around. By syncing your work with your energy rhythms, you're not just working harder, you're working smarter. You'll find that tasks take less time, you make fewer mistakes, and you end the day with more energy. It's a simple but powerful way to boost your productivity and get more done without burning out. Chapter 5, The 2-Minute Rule, Quick Wins, Big Results. Sometimes, the small tasks can pile up, creating a sense of chaos. The 2-minute rule is a simple yet powerful way to keep these little tasks from taking over your day. The rule is straightforward: if a task will take less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This idea comes from David Allen's book, Getting Things Done, where he says, it's a way to keep your inbox and to-do list clear, creating mental space for bigger projects. The beauty of this rule is that it helps you avoid procrastination. Often, we spend more time thinking about a task than it would take to actually do it. For example, replying to a quick email or filing away a document. According to a study in Psychology Today, handling small tasks right away can reduce stress and increase productivity by up to 30%. That's because each completed task gives you a little dopamine boost, which encourages you to keep going. By applying the 2-minute rule, you're tackling these quick wins throughout your day, preventing them from cluttering your mind and to-do list. It's like clearing the small rocks out of your path so you can focus on the bigger boulders ahead. The result? A cleaner workspace, both physically and mentally, and more energy to devote to larger projects. Subscribe now if you're enjoying this, and let's continue exploring together. Chapter 6, Momentum Stacking, Creating a Cascade of Wins. Ever notice how accomplishing one task can create a ripple effect, making it easier to tackle the next one? This is called momentum stacking. The idea is to start your day with small, easy tasks that you know you can complete quickly. Each small win builds momentum, making it easier to take on more challenging tasks as the day goes on. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, emphasizes that small wins create a sense of progress and lead to bigger achievements. This strategy is rooted in psychology. When you accomplish something, no matter how small, your brain releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical that motivates you to keep going. This effect is cumulative. The more wins you stack, the more unstoppable you feel. For instance, if you begin your day by making your bed, then answering a few emails, you've already started the day with 2 wins. This positive momentum can carry you through more difficult tasks, like preparing for a meeting or tackling a major project. Momentum stacking is all about creating a cascade of productivity that builds throughout your day. So, instead of diving straight into the hardest task first, try starting with a few quick wins. You'll find that by the time you get to that big project, you're already in a productive groove. Chapter 7, Focus Sprints, the ultimate deep work technique. We live in a world full of distractions, making it hard to dive deep into work. That's where focus sprints come in. This technique involves working intensely on a single task for a short, set period, usually 25 to 50 minutes, without any interruptions. Then, you take a brief break before starting another sprint. This approach is similar to the Pomodoro technique but can be adjusted to fit your rhythm. Cal Newport, in his book Deep Work, explains that the ability to focus without distraction is a skill that allows you to produce higher quality work in less time. He points out that deep work is becoming increasingly rare in today's distracted world, but those who can master it will thrive. Focus sprints harness your full attention, helping you achieve a state of flow, a mental state where you're fully immersed in your work. According to a University of California, Irvine study, it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain focus after an interruption. That's why eliminating distractions during these sprints is crucial. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and let others know you're in a focus sprint. By committing to focus sprints, you can accomplish more in less time. You'll find that tasks you once thought would take hours are completed in a fraction of that time. Plus, the sense of accomplishment after a productive sprint can fuel your motivation for the rest of the day. Chapter 8, Digital Detox, Reclaiming Focus in a Distracted World. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere: emails, social media, news alerts, and more. While technology can be a powerful tool, it can also be the biggest barrier to productivity. That's why a digital detox is essential. The idea isn't to ditch technology altogether but to be more mindful of how you use it. According to a report by Deloitte, the average person checks their phone 96 times a day, that's about once every 10 minutes. Constant interruptions like these can seriously hinder your ability to focus and get into a productive flow. Research published in The Atlantic found that people who took regular breaks from technology were 25% more productive than those who didn't. A digital detox can be as simple as setting specific times to check your email or social media. You could also try screen-free zones, like keeping your phone out of the bedroom or not checking emails during meetings. The key is to create boundaries that allow you to reclaim your focus. A great way to start is by doing a tech audit. Look at where and when you're using technology and identify areas where you can cut back. The goal isn't to eliminate digital tools but to use them in a way that enhances your productivity, not detracts from it. By reducing digital distractions, you'll find that you have more time and mental energy for the tasks that truly matter. Chapter 9, The Eisenhower Matrix, Making priority decisions. Like a president, prioritizing tasks can often feel like a juggling act. With so much to do and limited time, it's easy to get caught up in urgent tasks that don't actually move you forward. The Eisenhower Matrix is a simple but effective tool to help you prioritize like a pro. Named after Dwight D. Eisenhower, who served as both a general and a U.S. president, this matrix helps you decide what truly deserves your attention. The matrix divides tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. Eisenhower once said, "What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important." This quote sums up the essence of the matrix. The goal is to spend more time on important tasks that contribute to your long-term goals and less on urgent but low-value activities. A study by McKinsey found that 40% of a typical workweek is spent on tasks that offer little value. This is where the matrix can make a difference. By focusing on what's important, you're not just getting more done, you're getting the right things done. For example, if you're preparing for a big presentation next week, important but not urgent, you should prioritize it over responding to non-essential emails, urgent but not important. Using the Eisenhower matrix isn't just about being more efficient, it's about being more effective. It helps you make smarter decisions about where to invest your time, ensuring that you're always working on what matters most. By regularly reviewing and adjusting your priorities using this tool, you can keep your focus on tasks that align with your career goals.